Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jung Lo, owner of a Dragon House. Today is January 25th, and I'm in Martinez Fight Court MMA, one of the oldest MMA gym in Martinez area. Right next to me, we have Sean Tucker, officially signed to competing on our upcoming event on March 23rd in heart of San Francisco Kezar Pavilion. We'll be competing for Dragon House 31, huge stack card. We have a few title fights on the card, 2 female fights on the card. Don't miss it, guys. First of all, let's introduce you, Sean, to all the MMA fight fans out there who doesn't know who you are. Where are you born and raised, Sean?
I was born in Susanville, California, and I work out at the military installation out in Hurlong.
Wow.
I've been training here at Fight Corps for the past 6 years, off and on.
Damn.
Because I work full time, but I like to fight.
I know you're one of the veterans in the sport. As I always tell people, heavyweight is always hard to find, even in the Bay Area. Not that many heavyweights out there. So I always want to have heavyweight fights on my show because they're exciting. They don't take much to put somebody to sleep. All it takes is that one nice knockout as a heavyweight. So Sean, what do you do for a living?
Well, like I said, I work out at the military installation out in Hurlong, so the Army base. I've been out there for 11 years.
Wow.
So I got a good career going out there.
So, how long you been fighting?
I've been fighting since I was 24 in mixed martial arts. It basically just started off as me wanting to lose weight because I was really heavy set, unhealthy heavy set,
Right.
And then MMA is just always, it was a good outlet for me to get some aggression out, and then I just became good at it, so I kind of stuck with it. And then for a little bit in my AMI days, I trained out of Reno Academy. They held a good AMI promotion out there, and then once I started leaning towards going pro, I started coming out here to Martinez because that's where my best friend Justin Baseman trained out of, and it's been home ever since.
That's awesome. Now, let's talk a little bit about your upcoming fight. I know you haven't fought for 1 or 2 years now?
Actually, we're coming up on 3 years, so I got a little bit of ring rust on me, but...
Well, I think your opponent also exact the same thing. He's been out of the game, got married, worked, he's completely stopped training. You're fighting Mauricio Bronco. He hasn't even been training for the last 2.5 years. Just recently started training again because work settled down. I think he opened his own business, towing cars in the city. So I think this matchup was actually supposed to be happening 2 years ago, and then
I ended up getting injured.
Ended up getting an injury, and the fight didn't happen. So now 2.5 years later, finally gonna make it happen. So, what's your thought on fighting Mauricio Bronco?
Back then, I watched a couple of his AMI, and a couple of his pro fights. He's a brawler. Like most heavyweights. We come with the knockout power.
Yes.
But
yes.
like I said, I am a veteran in the sport. I've been here a while, and I know what it's like to fight in front of everybody under pressure, especially being the underdog. Frisco, so this will be his hometown, I think.
Well, he is. So some of the people don't know who he is. He actually not from San Francisco. He's an immigrant, moved out here from Nicaragua. Only been in San Francisco for not really that long. It's a few years. So I don't see the fights like anyone have a hometown flavor on this. And he literally been out of the gym for 2 years, 2+ years. This will be the first. He's just starting to train maybe a month ago, starting coming back in. I haven't seen that guy for literally 2 years straight. So I think it will be a good fight for this. This is a very good matchup.
That'd be a way to get the ring rust off.
I can't find a better matchup than this one. Your guys both pretty much identical physically, 6'2", about 255. Yeah, he's about 255, somewhere around there. So, what's your game plan coming into this fight against Mauricio?
I've always trained around lighter guys, so I had to always be fast and keep my endurance going, or else these lighter guys would just beat me up, with speed.
Right.
So I know I'm quick, I'm fast, and I strike hard, and my game plan is just to come in like any other fight. I come to bang.
Well, looks like all the fight fans gonna have a treat right here. Two heavyweight, 500-pound plus together. It's going to a slugfest and hopefully put on a good show. And I'm not sure this fight will go to distant heavyweight. It's always hard to say. It takes one punch. Either one can go to sleep, you know. So it's a very fascinating matchup. Now, any sponsor you want to shout out to?
Yeah, number one sponsor, of course, has to go to my gym, Fight Core here in Martinez. You know, they treat me like family since day one. Evolution Tattoo in Reno. They've been great to me ever since my Miami years.
A lot of tattoos.
Oh yeah,
That's from Evolution Tattoo.
Thinking, also out of Reno. Knuckle Dusters Vape, that's also in Reno. And then a couple of new sponsors that I didn't get to represent last fight, so I'm going to show them some love on this one. It's a Native American Fighter, Psycho Gear, and Bloodline Clothing. So much love to everybody, and we bring home the win.
Absolutely. So now, for people who want to get a hold of you to get tickets to come watching you fight, how can people contact you on social media?
Oh man, I got all of them. I got Twitter at Tucker MMA, the Apache Assassin on Instagram.
Apache Assassin.
And then Sean Tucker on Facebook. So if you guys need anything, I got all seats available as long as hooked up for me fat. So get at me if you need some tickets, and I'll be making my rounds.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait. As matchmaker, probably the one and only heavyweight on the fight card. So make sure you guys come tune in and don't miss it out. It's a huge stack card. This event's a live stream pay-per-view nationwide on all different devices. So any one of you guys cannot make it to the event, you can order your pay-per-view from DragonHouseMMA.com, and please subscribe our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up on the Dragon House MMA fan page, or give it likes on the Dragon_House_MMA on Instagram. If your opponent Mauricio watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
You know, one thing about this sport is, you know, I got nothing but love and respect for anybody that competes inside the cage. You know, it's not easy. You know, we go through our training sessions. You know, we have our mental breakdowns. Sometimes we get physically hurt. So I got nothing but respect for him. So, you know, good luck. Hope you train hard, because I'm going to be training hard, and let's get a fight of the night.
Awesome. Let's treat this as a main event. That's awesome. So any special shout out to any special people for your upcoming fight camp? Anyone you want to send out a message to?
Justin Baseman, you know, he's been down with me since day one training. You know, my number one fan has always been my mom. She's always had my back, no matter how much she cries every time she watches my fights. I got my good friends that have been supporting me, that drive me around to get to my camps, like my buddy Jimmy, you know, and Justin, and a couple. There's so many names. You know, I can't forget about my coaches, Shane Wheaton, Sean Sharkey. You know, they're all. I wouldn't be here without them. So.
Well, it looked like you have a couple of teammates fighting on this upcoming fight card too.
Yeah, got Christian.
Sean Sharkey's son, he's Prodigy, is also fighting, and I know Justin Baseman has been hitting me up last couple of days. We see we can work something out to get him on the card as well. So that's pending. Hopefully in a few more days we'll find out what the matchup is. We can get him on the card or not. So it's a huge stack card, and it's really honored to have you on the Dragon House 31 big stack card. And I know the last fight you fought on the Bellator.
Yeah.
On a really big stage, fighting a very game opponent too. You know, so glad to have some Bellator veterans fighting on the Dragon House on this upcoming event. Can't wait to see you guys March 23rd at the heart of San Francisco Kezar Pavilion. And for more information about fight card layout, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. And any sponsor want to set up a booth, sell your merchandise at my event, hit me up, message me, Instagram, Facebook, either one. I'm always answering my messages. We look forward to put up another epic event for everyone out there, all the fight fans in the Bay. Any last word for anybody?
Be there, be knocked out.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.